Okay, you can hear me, Sha?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Like I said, my name is Sunday, and I'm calling from Onitsha, Anambra State.
Okay, sir.
I am, by the special grace of God, I am alive today, and I am one of the people, sincerely, that loves you. I don't know you before, I have not seen you before, but from the way you talk, from the very day I started listening to your voice notes, even when you have been attacking to you and all that, I have loved your approach, the way, your humility, in fact, in your words. I so much appreciate it. And even though you are not a Christian, I am a Christian. But the truth is that it's not about Christianity or religion. It's about knowing God, and knowing God is knowing God. God has only one attribute, which is goodness. And from the way you have been sounding, I think you are good and you are humble. So that now gives me the joy. I love listening to your voice notes severally, no matter what you want to say. I always like to. So I searched for your number, and by the special grace of God, I got it. And I've been calling you for a very long time, but you have not been picking. So I woke up this morning and started to try my luck, and by the grace of God, you picked it this morning. But comrade, there is something that has been bothering me so much. Are you listening to me, sir?
I can get you, sir.
Okay. I am one of those who has attacked Theophilus so very, very much. I have called him on phone last year. I called him on phone severally, even with Agbechenu. I don't have those voice note because at the time I deleted it because it's of no use to me. That's not voice note, voice recording, which I had with Agbechenu several times. When we argued, there was time he gave me the privilege. We talked at length. So, but whenever you are trying to make sense or tell him his fault, he will now resort to anger. Something with Theophilus. So I am one of those who has been rebuking them, who knew from time that there is something fishy about the activities. So when you came up and was lambasting them so seriously, I was so happy. Even though I never knew how to meet you one-on-one, I was so happy because I hate lies. I hate when things are not going in accordance. Some people used to claim that he's the one who introduced the UAAG to people. And I laugh because I have already believed in UAAG ever before Osim came back from Egypt. I started talking of a UAAG. But I believed in UAAG not because I want to believe in them, not because I love any of them. But I started believing in UAG because I thought that they are more real and more sincere than Theophilus, what I was experiencing with Theophilus. Most especially, I won't lie to you, I started believing in UAG because of when I started listening to what's his name, Reverend Ngwagachuku. Though I was believing anyway. Then when Reverend Ngwagachuku came up and was talking, the way he talked, like I said, I love the way you talk. That was how I loved the way Reverend Ngwagachuku used to talk that time at the what is the OCG. But the fact is that I know why I started the way I started is I want you to understand from the background that I'm coming from. I did not call you to attack you or to say anything negative, but right now I am confused. And I see you as the only person that I can talk to, that if there is anything or there is any way I can be convinced, or if this thing is real, at least you can help me out. Comrade Ustaz Dawood, I am calling you this morning because I am totally confused right now. I am confused because, are you listening, sir? Are you there, sir?
I get you. I'm here. I'm listening to you.
Okay, sir. I am confused because it is not what I thought I am seeing. The irregularities that we experienced with Theobald Global Foundation, even though that one has lasted for about 3 to 4 years now. UAG has not lasted that long. But the truth is that the irregularities and inconsistencies we experience in Theobat Global Foundation is now what is now playing out in UAAG. And I begin to wonder, when are we going to get it right? What exactly is happening? Like I told you, may God in heaven bear me witness. I trusted UAAG. I believe in UAAG. Just check from last year when they, let me say middle of last year when they started. If someone had told me the way they started, if someone had told me that this thing would have lingered up till now, I wouldn't have believed it. The same pattern of Global Global Foundation. That is what we are experiencing. Imagine what baffles me so much. I will use German machine, your brother, as an example, or you, organ pressure group, because I started believing in organ pressure group because of you. I said that in an organization when we have someone like you in particular, not because of German machine, in an organization where someone like you is, that thing must not be fraudulent. It must be real. That was why I began to believe in organ pressure group. And I now think that this organ pressure group is not the former organ pressure group we used to know because of you. Now, before election, let me not go back to last year. Before election, just this election that happened, there was so much strong promise that disbursement will commence even from all grand pressure group. What baffled me is that on the either 22nd or 23rd of February, before election that will happen on 25th, German machine came up in one of the meetings you people had, either on the 22 or on the 23, if I'm not mistaken, and was still beating his chest that the authorities.
Can I tell you something, sir?
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, sir.
Does your phone record?
Sir?
Your phone, does it record?
I must tell you the truth, yes, but that is if I want it to record.
Yes. I want you to record the answer I'm going to give you.
Okay. Though I have not finished
everything that bothers me.
Though I have not finished pouring out my mind.
I'm a subscriber. So I will explain to you the way I'm feeling now and the way I see it to be. Because nobody is comfortable with trust in the grant community. It's just a little time that we are given before we start complaining bitterly. Because what we thought UAAG would do to us is not what we are seeing now. And this very thing is giving more room for extortion. I know many people that are collecting money. All of a sudden, what was meant to be free yesterday become a compulsory that you must support before you can be pictured in. All those things come from different angles. And the worst of it is that most of those things that is happening, Ken did not know most of those things that is happening. But some person can just go and say, I have a friend who owns an NGO, he want to support you, or he want to help, or he want to give you this. But not that so many people have already collected money as a huge amount of money before even bringing change to him. You know, what we are expecting, government is supposed to be able to support this very activity, this body movement, but they didn't do anything. And as I'm talking to you now, money is not being taken or handed over to Ken. As I'm talking to you now, no money there for Ken hand will belong to the masses. It's still in the hand of the government. And as I'm talking to you now, I don't know what is the stand of the government. Why I say I cannot tell you that I don't know completely, but yesterday, what they told us is their stance was supposed to be disbursement. It was supposed to happen before now. So if somebody tell you the same thing all the time and it's not doing that thing, you cannot believe what it's telling you if it is true anymore. The truth is this: as I'm talking to you now, we are already confused and we are already angry because it's not been easy for us. And what you stand for, changing color, and you don't know how to define what you stand for anymore. That we stood for disbursement to happen yesterday, and no, we cannot see the disbursement happening. But somebody will continue telling us it will happen this week, it will happen next week. They say they are going to call him, but they are not calling him. The biggest problem we have is that we over-tolerate, we over-endure, and we over-accept words from people's mouths. That is just what we are facing now. And the same thing they tell you yesterday, the same thing they will tell you today, or the same thing they are going to tell you tomorrow, or the same thing they are going to tell you next week. And you continue believing them. That's the problem I have.
Okay, I have a question.
I have always shouted that people should stop paying money. They refuse. Even as I'm talking to you now, some people are still calling me that they want to subscribe through me. How much can they pay? I say, pay for what? Just this yesterday, somebody said he wants to register his NGO through me. How much can he pay? I said, oh, for what? I'm even tired of those things. And let me tell you, I am a poor man like every other person. The more you bring money to my nose, to my eyes, the more you create temptation in me to accept it. Sometimes I will just say, okay, whatever you think you can help with, bring it on. Maybe I need money as of that particular time. I don't have it. Anything can go like this, and it can happen to anybody. This is the biggest problem we are facing. You are telling somebody not to pay, and he's bringing that money to you.
Okay.
We see, the truth is this: we don't know exactly what is stopping the government, but we know there is money, and this money is meant for disbursement, to empower people, and as well we know there's many people that have interest in this money, including the government agencies or government partners, including politicians, including some people we call grant handlers. As we are pushing for this money to be disbursed, so as some people are pushing that they are going to be the one to disburse it, or nobody should disburse, or nobody can make it successful. See, everybody has a selfish interest and evil interest in this money.
Comrade,
that's the biggest problem we are facing.
Okay, comrade, please, I want to ask you a question. Because that is why I said I love you so much. I love you for your transparency and sincerity. And you have not proven me wrong at all. You have not proven me wrong. But there is something that amazes me right now from what you have just said. Because I used to think that, actually I am worried though, but I used to think that we have gone past this stage based on the promises and assurance of people like Reverend Ngwagachuku.
Where they are killing us most is the promises that they are giving to us.
Okay, wait, sir. I have a question, like I said. Who are these people? Because sometimes these questions has run across my mind severally. Who are these people that has been giving you Ogram Pressure Group and Ken Wakama these promises? Is it the government themselves or people who claim to know the government? Who are the people giving you these promises that has continued to fail and fail?
I want to answer this question. I will say that the people who claimed to be very close to the government and the people who call themselves the government, they are involved in all those promises, because sometimes we don't sit with them as in live meeting, but we meet with them online, behind the social media, whatever, or behind the phone. So we talk with those people, and those people are supposed to be the people that we respect. It's only a few of them that we meet in physical meeting.
Okay.
And you know the worst of it all is that the ones we meet physically, the ones we meet online, and the ones we know and the ones we don't know, whenever they are coming to tell us something, they will always say the same thing. And those people, some of them don't even know each other. They are not in relation with each other. They are not in the same office there. But they will always come and tell us the same thing. They believe, and they even knew that there is money. They believe it's going to be disbursed, but type of disbursement is the biggest problem we are having.
Okay.
Someone once told us that we should go and start praying, but the things is going to happen today. I have to go to my platform and instruct my people, our Muslim subscribers, now to pray that this thing is going to drop today.
Okay.
I've already made the arrangement in the villa. At the end of the day, it's getting to 3 or 4 months now.
Okay. Okay, sir. You see, now let me chip in a kind of advice. Let me chip in a kind of advice, because I know you are an understandable somebody. You have understanding so much. You know, before election, when we were in February, I made a voice note. I myself, particularly, I made a voice note. I was referring that voice note to Reverend Ngwagachuku and all Grand Pressure Group. What I said in that voice note is this: anybody in Nigeria, anybody born and bred in this country, should have known, unless the person is insane or the person is not all right. Nobody that is born and bred in this country that should not have known that the government of this country will never be trusted. When All Grand Pressure Group was shouting that the disbursement is going to take place before election, they were shouting, beating their chest. I was asking myself, how? At the time, it was very clear to me that such thing cannot happen. And that was when the so-called Niger Delta freedom fighters were threatening hell if disbursement did not happen so time. They were threatening that they were going to shut down this place, which was a very welcome development that would have touched the government. All Grand Pressure Group was also promising a protest that would have touched the government. Now, even if we think that the protest
concerning this, let me come in.
No, I'm coming, sir. I'm coming, sir. I want to say something. Even if we think that